Always here, a constant in your neighborhood, on your way home, and for many, your first job, your first impression, your first team. From the second you walk through those doors, you became a part of a community in your restaurant, a place where you belong, no matter where your path in life. In order to give you the strongest foundation for success in your restaurant, we created My McDonald's. My McDonald's is a plan to educate, empower, and encourage you while providing you with the important information, resources, and training necessary to support building healthy relationships and a trusting work environment within your own restaurant.
My McDonald's educates me.
You came to McDonald's because you saw an opportunity to be part of a community and grow as an individual. And the commitment we make to each other as a restaurant team is to make sure that is never taken away from you because of concerns for your safety. My McDonald's training and interactive videos are designed to respond to your daily needs, from how to manage challenging situations with customers, peers, or any situation where you may feel unsafe or disrespected.
My McDonald's empowers me.
My McDonald's will first and foremost protect crew members as we put this training into practice and commit to a safe and respectful workplace together.
My McDonald's encourages me.
Be sure to watch My McDonald's videos and take the training so you know how to handle any difficult situation, and encourage others to do the same so we can continue to respect and celebrate each other. Because what we learn here is what you take back there.
Each person and set of circumstances is different, so it is important to assess every situation before approaching people and taking any subsequent steps set forth in this program. Do not put yourself or others at risk. Click on each of the numbers below to view some of the key messages. The safety of employees and guests is a priority. Everyone has a role to play, even if it is just making someone aware if you notice signs of potential conflict or antisocial behavior. Should incidents occur, it is important that they are reported appropriately as directed by your owner-operator. To obtain further information on the topics raised in this program, you may contact your supervisor, human resources, or owner-operator. Section 1. Reducing risks of workplace violence. Workplace violence happens when you are abused, threatened, or assaulted in circumstances related to your work. Click on each of the buttons below to learn more. Click Next once you've viewed all three options. Abused. This includes any verbal abuse directed against you personally that makes you feel upset, concerned, or alarmed. Examples include insults, swearing, and shouting. Threatened. This includes any other threat of violence or intimidation against you, either by words or gestures. Examples include someone moving close to you in a threatening manner, or making threats, such as saying, "I know where to find you." Assaulted. This can be a physical act or an immediate threat of assault. More common examples include pushing, grabbing, scratching, striking, spitting, and throwing objects. Your owner-operator is strongly committed to providing a workplace that promotes the health, safety, and productivity of his or her employees. Your owner-operator expects employees to treat each other, and those with whom they conduct business, with courtesy, professionalism, and respect. Your owner-operator strictly prohibits violence, threats of violence, and other conduct that jeopardizes or harms the safety of employees and others in the workplace, and during work-related activities, including company-sponsored events. Safety and security is everyone's responsibility. Every McDonald's owner-operator employee has a responsibility to help reduce the risks. There are a number of things that can be done, and it is useful to think about proactive and reactive measures that can be taken. Click on the buttons below, starting with Proactive. Proactive measures. Proactive measures are things that can be done to prevent something from happening. Click on the buttons below for some examples. Being familiar with your owner-operator's safety and security policies and procedures. Using security equipment appropriately. Delivering exceptional guest experience. Treating everyone with respect and dignity. Being observant and informing a supervisor or manager about potential issues. Reactive measures. Despite our efforts to prevent conflict, emotional and challenging situations may still arise. In these cases, it is important that you do your best to prevent them from escalating through the use of your interpersonal skills. This means your ability to acknowledge the problem, calm and defuse, resolve or hand over to a manager, security, or police. In higher risk situations, this also includes having an exit strategy to remove you and others to a safe place. Emergency procedures, such as calling for help, that is another employee or manager, or activating hold-up or duress alarms where applicable. Reporting incidents and concerns. Click on the buttons below. Display a positive, non-aggressive approach. Be aware of your exits and route to safety. Also, ensure the other person has a clear exit path. Click on each of the numbered boxes. Give people space and ensure you have a route to safety. Don't get in their way. Don't get angry. Stay calm, or ensure that you appear calm, and try not to take things personally.
Welcome to building a safe, respectful, and inclusive workplace. Your restaurant should be a fun, safe, and great place to work, earn money, and grow. Every McDonald's brand restaurant should be a respectful environment. Keeping it professional at all times means treating everyone at the restaurant with respect, remembering that everyone working at the restaurant is in this together, remembering that every person in the restaurant plays a key role in creating a respectful culture. Make sure you have reviewed your restaurant's policy on discrimination, harassment, and retaliation. This course is based upon the template policy provided to your owner-operator as an optional resource. The template policy is referred to as the policy throughout this course. The language of the policy is just one example of policy language that is appropriate and consistent with information that has been made publicly available by the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission to assist employers generally in their compliance and respectful workplace endeavors. If you have any questions or concerns regarding your restaurant's policy on discrimination, harassment, and retaliation, and/or anything discussed in this course, you should speak to your owner-operator or the person designated by your owner-operator as soon as possible. It is important to know that conduct may not violate the law, but may still violate your restaurant's policy against harassment, discrimination, and retaliation. While definitions of harassment, discrimination, and retaliation vary from state to state, certain behaviors are never acceptable at your restaurant. This remains true, even if the conduct only offends some people and not others. Let's be perfectly clear. It is never, ever okay to sexually assault anyone. It is never, ever okay to sexually harass anyone. It is never, ever okay to take part in quid pro quo misconduct or create a hostile work environment.
Such behavior always violates the policy, is against the law, and does incredible damage to everyone involved. Before moving on, please select the policy icon to answer the critical question of what conduct the policy prohibits. Sexual harassment includes unwelcome advances or flirtations, requests for sexual favors, and other conduct based on sex, where agreeing to the conduct becomes a condition of employment, or the conduct is used as the basis for an employment decision, or the conduct creates an intimidating, hostile, or offensive work environment. Even if this conduct is not being used as a basis for an employment decision, it may still be unwelcome. Unwelcome sexual conduct is inappropriate and never acceptable at McDonald's. Examples of inappropriate behavior include touching any employee in a sexual manner, making comments about a person's body, intentionally brushing up against another person, staring at a person in a way that makes them feel uncomfortable, sharing pictures, jokes, cartoons, or any materials of a sexual nature. This policy also covers more severe misconduct, such as sexual assault. Please note that this is not a complete list, as there may be other conduct that would not be appropriate. It is important to remember the following. The victim, as well as the harasser, may be of any gender. The harasser can be the victim's supervisor, an agent of the employer, a supervisor in another area, a coworker, or a non-employee. The victim does not have to be the person harassed and could be anyone affected by the offensive conduct. Unlawful sexual harassment may occur without economic injury to or discharge of the victim. Harassment on the basis of sex is a violation of federal law as well. Section 703 of Title VII of the 1964 Civil Rights Act defines how and when sexual harassment can occur. Regardless of your intent, some words or actions are inappropriate, offensive, and prohibited. Offensive words or actions can be in the form of the following. Click each speech bubble. Compliments based on physical appearance or that are sexual in nature. Teasing about a person's appearance or their age, race, or sex. Insults, unwanted nicknames, or stereotyping based on protected characteristics. Sexually suggestive comments. Inappropriate jokes. Sharing emails, texts, or pictures that are degrading, make someone uncomfortable, or are insulting, even if the conduct is not sexual in nature.
Welcome to McDonald's e-learning course entitled Bullying Intervention.
This morning felt long, right?
Always, always. The grind is real. I'm so frickin' hungry. I'm hangry.
Mark's not hungry. He's got enough stored in there to last through the winter. Whoa, what is in there, man? What are you, about 4 months along? When's the baby coming?
Oh, don't tease him, dude. He's big boned. Have you seen his sisters? You can't help it.
Hey, Mark, catch.
I'm not pregnant, idiots.
No, I'm just kidding with you. We know you got no excuse. Look, just lay out the fries, and in no time we'll be able to walk past you without having to walk sideways in the kitchen.
Back at it. Hey, we're gonna hit the gym. Anyone want to join?
I'm good. I lifted this morning.
You want to follow us there, Mark?
No, I'm going to see my cousin. You know, he just got back from basic training, so we're going to make a big family dinner for him, you know. Give him a proper send-off.
Military. I thought your family was a bunch of hippie potheads, and all you did was light up and munch away. I mean, how else do you explain those curvy bits?
I'll see y'all later, all right?
We already learned that this scenario may be an example of bullying because Mark is being repeatedly targeted by a group of people, causing him to feel uncomfortable. Let's explore how something like this can negatively impact everyone. Nobody stepped in to stop the teasing of Mark. If one of the crew members had said, "Hey, let's cut it out. We shouldn't tease people," that would be an example of stopping the behavior directly. Here are some other things somebody could have said. If one of the crew members said, "Hey, look at that awesome car over there," that would be an example of stopping the behavior with distraction. Let's review what we've learned. Bullying is repeated, targeted mistreatment or abusive conduct that affects an individual's ability to perform a job or come to work. Bullying is inconsistent with respectful conduct, as outlined in McDonald's policy against discrimination, harassment, and retaliation. Bullying can negatively impact an individual, other crew member, and the McDonald's workplace and customer environment. The best way to stop bullying is to follow these 3 steps. Be thoughtful, intervene, and report bullying.